Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College Patna, Department of IT. Today we are going to talk about date functions of advanced Excel. Here we are going to talk about the basic date functions as well as little advanced level of date functions which we are using oftenly in Excel. So let us see everything with an example. Assuming that we are going to find out how we can display today's date, how we can display date and time, how we can display the month number from a given date, day number from the given date, and year number from a given date. We will try to add number of days to a given date, number of months to a given date, number of years to the given date. So for that, we are going to use functions. So first function we are going to talk about called today's function. Let's say if you wanted to know what is the current date as per the system. So what we can say, we can write equal to date function equal to today function, and we can hit the enter key. So we are getting the today's date. So the formula was equal to today function, and we are getting the today's date. Now, if you wanted to see the date along with the current time as per the system, so for that we are having a function called now. So let us write down your function equal to now, and if you hit the enter key, you get the date as well as time. Now, I wanted to see the day number of a given date. That means today is 13th August 2022. So I wanted to extract day number that is called 13 from a given date. So for that, we are having a day function. How we can write? We can write just by writing equal to day. And within this, we have to pass down the date from where you wanted to extract the day number. So assuming that my date is this. So my date is available inside the cell address called D7. So I'll select the D7 and I'll close the parenthesis, and if I hit the enter key, you can see 13 is getting returned. That is the 13 is the day number for the today's date. Now I wanted to find the month number, that is 8. So here we can write equal to month, and then we have to pass down the cell address of a date where the date is mentioned, and if you hit the enter key, we are getting 8. Now we are trying to find or extract the year number from a given date. So function is year, and then we can specify the date cell address out here. So obviously we are going to get 2022. Now, from the given date, we have extracted day number, we have extracted month number, we have extracted year number. Now I wanted to form the today's date. So in order to form the today's date, we are having a function called date equal to date, and then we have to pass down 3 parameters out here. So this date function expect 3 parameters from us. The first is year number. So year number is here. So we can select D11, comma. Then we have to mention month number. So this is the month number 8, which is placed under D10, and then the month number, day number, and day number is placed on cell address D9. And then if we close it and if we run this, we are getting the today's date. Now, friend, this output which you are getting, this cell is already formatted. So I am going to change it. If you wanted to change the format of a given output, so what you can do is you can select this, and you can do the right click, and you can go to the format cells. Now, this has come to us. Within this, within the format cells, within a tab number, we can find an option called date, and I wanted to get date like this. So I'll select the first one. If I click on OK, so I'm getting the desired data. So if you have a day number in advance, like we are having 13, if you have the month number in advance, that is 8. If you have the year number in advance, so you can form a given date. So date function always receive three parameters. The first parameter is the year number, second parameter is the month number, and third parameter is the number of day number. So you can see the formula once again. Let us discuss the another set of functions. Now we are going to do some sort of calculation on the date. So we wanted to add certain number of days in a given date, or we can subtract certain number of days from a given date. So assume that this is a date, today's date. Now I wanted to add 5 days from inside today's date. So obviously, in order to do that, we are having a simple formula like we are having a formula in maths. So this is the date, 13th August 2022. I wanted to add 5 days into that. So what I can do is simply I can write a cell address where today's date is mentioned. And then we can write down here plus 5. Let's say I wanted to add 10 days from the today's date. So I'll be writing 10 out here. The way you are adding a number to a particular existing number, in that way you can do it. So after 10 days, the date would be 23rd August 2022. Now, if you wanted to see the date 10 days back from the today's date. So here I can write equal to today's date minus 10. So it will take you to the 10 days back from now. So you are getting 3rd August 2022. So in this way, you can add number of days to a given date, or you can subtract number of days from a given date. Now I'll show you how basically this logic works. Basically, the output which you are getting it here as a date, behind that, it has one serial, one running number. So ultimately what happens, if you do go to the right click and if you go for a format cell, and if you go for category general, and if you click on OK, so we are getting this number. So we are having a number called 44,786. So basically this is the number for today's date, right? If you are going to add 10 days in that, that means ultimately we are going to add 10 to this particular number. So if you can notice out here, I can format this also. I do the right click, I can say the format cell, and I can go for general and OK. Now you can find the difference. Here you have original date having a number called 44,786, and that number is added by 10. So there was 786 at the last. Here we are having a 796. So we can say that whatever actual number, the decimal number we have behind the date, that is getting added by 10 or it is getting subtracted by 10. Hope this concept must be very clear to all. Let us go further. Now we are trying to add number of months to a given date. So this is the date, today's date again, and we are going to add 5 months into a given date. So in order to add number of months to a given date or subtracting a number of months from a given date, we are having a specialized function called edit. So we have to work on edit. So this is the output of today's function. Now I wanted to add, let me remove this. I wanted to add 5 months in this particular given date. So simply we'll be writing edit. This is a formula. Now we have to select the source date, comma, the number of months which you wanted to add. So obviously I wanted to add 5 months to that. Simply I'll click on the cell address where the number of month to be added is mentioned, and I close it and I'll hit the enter key. You can notice out here. So 5 days, 5 months from now, it would be the 13th January 2023. Obviously, this is the August. So after the August, if you add 5 months to current date, it becomes the 13th January 2033. Now I wanted to go behind 5 months from the current date. That means I wanted to go back to the 13th March 2022. So what we can do is we can say equal to, again, e date. This is my source date, that is the base date, comma, we have to go back to 5 months back. So simply I can select this -5 and I can close it and I can see this. So we are going back exactly 5 months from now. So that date is 13th March 2022. So I hope this e-date is also very clear how we can add number of months. Already we have seen how we can add number of days to a present date. Now I'll let you know how we can add number of years, or how we can subtract number of years. So in order to understand it, let's see, this is my today's date. And I wanted to add 5 years in that date, or I wanted to subtract 5 years from the current date. So in order to add number of years, for this also we are going to make use of e-date function. So let us do it. Equal to e-date. Then what date you are trying to get? This is the date. I wanted to add 5 years from now. So simply I can do the comma, and we can select the cell address. So the cell address is mentioned over here. So let the cell bit to be properly written. So let's say I have taken this, and let me expand this particular cell address. Now again we will write a program function equal to e-date. Now this is the date in which I wanted to add 5 years. So simply I'll select this 5. So this 5, if you take this 5, by default it will going to add 5 months only, because e-date is going to help you to add number of months. But I have to add number of years. So what I can do is I can do the multiplication by 12. As we know, there are 12 months in a year, so there are 5 years. So ultimately it's going to be 60. So we can write C29 multiplied by 12, or directly you can write 60 over there. So you can notice out here, exactly 5 years from now, it would be 13th August 2027. Now we are trying to go back 5 years back from now. So what I can do is, again I can say equal to e-date followed by month, then comma, then we have to go back to 5 years back from now. 5 years back from now, 60 months back from now. So I've taken -5. So obviously -5 will take you 5 months back only. So we have to multiply with 12. Right. So we are getting 5 years back from now. If you go, it will take you back to the 13th August 2017. Right. Now I'll let you know how to format a particular date. So let's say, take example out here. Any example we can take. Take example, this is the date, or take a date out here. So I'm going to write here today's date. So I can write today. Now I wanted to format it, right? Or what you can do is you can have many dates out here, right? Okay. So let us format this particular date, and the formatted output I wanted to get it here. So what I can do is I can copy this just by typing the cell address, and I wanted to format this date. So what I can do is I can do the right click. I can go to the format cell, and there are so many predefined formats available. These are the predefined formats which are available. Now I wanted to see what is the weekday name of this given date. Like today, weekday name is Saturday. So I'm not getting that suitable format out here, right? I can get it like this. I can get it like this. Like we can say August 22. But I wanted to see out here only Saturday, or maybe Saturday along with August. So how we can do that? Obviously, since the suitable format is not available, so you can customize this particular format. How we can customize? Again, we can go to the format cells, and within a date, you can find out here. Within a date, you can find out here at the last, the type of the date. We are not getting the right output out here. So what we can do is we can go for custom option, which is there in the present inside the category list. So at the last, I have taken the custom, right? And here we have to do the customization. You can notice out here we are having a sample August 22, which is displayed right now. Now I can modify this custom type. Now I can press D. You can notice if I pressed one time D, we are getting 13. That is a today's day number, which already there. Again, if I press D, double D, again, if I press the triple D, it is showing SAT. That is a shortcut of Saturday. If I press once again, fourth D, you can notice out here we are getting Saturday. Along with the Saturday, if you wanted to see the month name, so what I can do is I can do the comma, and in order to get the month name, I can press M. If I press one time M, we are getting the month number. If I press the two time M, we are getting 08. If I press the third time M, we are getting the shortcut of August. If I want to get the detailed name, that is called August in full form, so I can press again M. So you're getting out here Saturday, comma, August. If you're happy with this, you can click on this and you are getting an output like this. That means if you wanted to format a date as per your choice, and if it is not available in the custom list, that means in the format cell list, so you can create your own customized formatting. So this is all about for today. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. You have liked the video here, and information which I have passed through this particular video is going to be very, very helpful for you. So friends, this is all for the day. Tomorrow again, or not tomorrow, tomorrow is Sunday, and day after tomorrow is Independence Day. So on Tuesday, once again, I'll meet you with yet another interesting topic of advanced Excel, and I'll try to continue with the advanced feature of date function itself. Till then, keep revising, keep practicing. So see you on Tuesday on the same channel. Meanwhile, please go through whatever concept I have delivered to you in previous videos. So do revision and do not forget to like it, and please give your good comments at the end. Thank you very much for watching this particular video.